Live, good. Playlist, I'll put you in free. And I want it to be on all messages. Alright. Oh, hello, Mr. Cheese. How are you today? And if you look at the suit I'm wearing the new and blue suit because it's the closest thing to have the brand new day suit, which then again, hopefully we see a montage of Peter still using the suit for a bit before we get the upgraded version. But, yes, let's talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, I've done a reaction video of the trailer, but I should talk about what we saw so far. Okay, so, yeah, you did, because I saw your first comment when you said, yo, bro, on there, so I did say Mr. Cheese. But anyway, Spider-Man Brand New Day, coming out in a couple of months. Looking forward to it. I love that some of the visual effects gives you, like, TASM 2 vibes a little bit, like how the web swinging looks, I mean. I thought it was a cool shot after Peter, hello there, new person. Like, we get to see the inside of his mask, and he looks through the mask eye lenses. That was a cool shot. We don't see that in any Spider-Man movie, to be honest. Like, we didn't see that for Tobey or for Andrew, or hell, we didn't even see that in Tom's first trilogy. And we also know that the phone he's using is basically Sony related, because you know how corporations are. They want to put their latest cell phone stuff in their movies. Like, I might use MTV Spider-Man for example. Like, if you guys noticed that in MTV Spider-Man show, there was a certain cell phone that everybody was using. I think that was the cell phone created by Sony at the time. I just can't think of the name of it, so it doesn't surprise me that Peter has that phone in the movie. Now, the question probably everyone's gotta be asking, how does he have it? Because isn't he technically broke? Well, let's keep in mind, he probably had to sell the Stark Tech Spider-Man gear that he had left, especially that after Doctor Strange cast the spell, probably the Stark Tech systems doesn't recognize Peter anymore because his records is not in the database anymore. In fact, we don't know how far extent the spell affected with Peter's identity in the Night Monkey suit. That was actually a shield suit, not Stark Tech. Like, for example, the Stark Tech suit. Actually, hang on a sec. So Peter probably had to sell the suits that were made by Tony Stark's technology in the black market. Like, he had to sell this suit, the Red and Black suit, the Nanotech suit, to probably get some decent cash. Plus, it's not like the technology will probably be melted down to be remade into something different. Or it probably will, we just don't know, but Peter probably had to... no, actually. This was made by Peter by himself, including the Mark 1 web shooters on here. So technically, the only suits that were actually made by Peter without technology in them is Homemade and the new and blue suit. Now, to be clear, this was made by him, but he still used Stark Tech in here. So the only suits that were Stark Tech are the Stark suit, the Red and Black suit, and the Nanotech Iron Spider suit. Especially that we do know that he had to sell the Red and Black suit, especially it has some of the Nanotech on it after he cured Dr. Otto Octavius. But we do see, like, Peter being sad, lonely, and depressed, which probably a lot of Spider-Man fans want. No, I don't think they're gonna kill him off again, especially that Peter already died, technically in the MCU's timeline, from Thanos. Plus, keep in mind, at the end of that trailer, it looked like they're hiding people from it. Hey, George. Like, we could see Hulk, Jean, Punisher giving him a hand against the Hand, which, if anyone's gonna ask, has Spider-Man dealt with ninjas before in the comics? Yes, he has. Because probably all the times he has teamed up with Daredevil, there might have been one or two instances where he has to help Daredevil with the Hand. Now, we do know that the movie takes place after Born Again Season 2, especially that we see a character from Born Again acting as Mayor, not Kingpin. And actually, I think there's still some chance of maybe Ned and MJ still thinking like they know Peter, but not really. What do I mean by that? Well, one, MJ still has the broken black flower necklace that Peter gives to her in Far From Home. Plus, they even watched the news that involves Spider-Man getting the key to the city, so, like, they know, like, something in their memory is not there. Like, they have a feeling they know Spider-Man on a personal level, but they just can't figure it out, or more like, can't pinpoint the memory. Also, if you saw in the trailer while Peter's giving MJ the flowers, if you look behind Peter, like, you'd probably have to watch the trailer and freeze it at the right moment, but behind him there were a lot of pictures of Spider-Man, so I'm going to assume that Ned and MJ are trying to remember who he was underneath the mask to see, like, why is he so important to them. And I hope I'm trying my best to explain this the best way I can. If you guys want a better explanation, check out the YouTuber Ultimate Spider-Man YouTube channel. He just posted his thoughts on the Brand New Day trailer. Now, I think it is kind of cool we're going to see Punisher in the movie. Because, if I'm being honest, I think it's about time those two had an interaction with one another. Especially that Punisher's first debut in comics was actually in a Spider-Man comic book. Actually. It was, now, I don't think that girl is actually Rogue. She may look like it, but I don't think she's legitimately the real deal. It could be just a little, like, cameo tease there. Now, I'm also gonna get this out of the way. I don't think Peter will turn into Man-Spider in the movie, because I want to point out something. Like, I'm gonna use the 1994 animated series. Now, we do know that Peter wakes up from a web cocoon. That does not happen when Peter mutates in the Man-Spider at all. Number two, Peter doesn't get access to organic webbing before he turns into Man-Spider. See, if you guys remember the two-part episode where they first show Punisher from the 90s cartoon while during the whole Neogenic Nightmare storyline of animated series season 2, Peter is still technically using his web shooters on his original arms. Yeah, fake. And also, people think Peter's eyes are turning black. They are not. They are turning red, which that is a nod to Man-Spider because his eyes do go red when he's in that form. But no, there's another form for his eyes turning red. And this is from the Spider-Man storyline, The Other. But I'm going to point something out. When Peter's in the Man-Spider form, he doesn't have fully conscious of what he is doing because, like, there's some semblance of Peter having somewhat control of the beast, but not fully. Plus, in this state, he does have organic web shooters. Because, in the scene where Morbius is feeding off a Flash, if you look underneath his left arm, like the second one that's in the middle, you could see a web line sticking out of the hand. So therefore, while Peter was in that state, he had access to organic web shooters. Or organic webbing, whichever you call it. It's basically like Peter can now make organic web fluid coming out of his webs, but they still fire like his web shooters. So I call it the organic web shooters. Deal with it. Peter waking up from a web cocoon having that ability, that's somewhat from the other storyline. Let me ask you this. Do you think this movie will be better than No Way Home? I would probably say it will top Homecoming and Far From Home, but No Way Home? Hell fucking no. Especially the return of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, like their versions from the movies the last time we saw them? Hell fucking no. No Way Home will still be one of the greatest Spider-Man movies ever created. You know, I'm just gonna rage out to show this. I don't think we're gonna see the symbiote in Brand New Day. They're gonna build up the storyline to him still getting the black suit in, Hello, Felicia Black Cat. Because I don't understand why people think when they saw Peter's eyes turn red, or as they think it's black, they think he is getting the symbiote. The symbiote doesn't change Peter's eye colors to red or black. Like, let's use the Sony Venom movies, for example. The Sony Venom movies, when Venom kind of pop out of Eddie's face a little bit, like in the first one, like not like fully, but show his teeth and his eyes, they were still white. Yeah, it doesn't do that. Thank you, Felicia. Are you a new subscriber, or are you one of my old ones, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see. Also, bro, if you search Doctor Strange? Hold the fuck up. Ain't no way Doctor Strange is gonna be in. You know, I'll do that later, but... Now, what's my opinion on Bruce being in the movie? I think that's cool, a little bit. Especially that Bruce can somewhat help Peter with this whole mutation thing a little bit. Now, here's the thing we have to consider, though. Is Peter having organic webbings gonna be permanent, or is it only a temporarily thing? It's also me typing. My bad for not saying anything earlier. Oh! So wait. Hang on a sec. George, you made another account? Okay. For a second. Well, thank you for clarifying. Now, let me see. Where's the Menace at, bro? I don't know where Tobey Maguire is. He could be dealing with something mentally, if you think about it, because I have asked him if he's been doing alright lately. But he'll reappear whenever he gets a chance to. But let's not pressure him. Like, let's give him some time, and hopefully he is doing well mentally. Hey, I'm not gonna judge. I don't blame you for liking Felicia. I mean, let's be all honest. Who here would not like to clap Black Cat's cheeks, both ass and her mouth? Let's be honest. Who wouldn't want to clap that ass? Raise your hand, or say I do. Because I know for sure, I would love to clap those cheeks. But she is kind of a baddie, badass girl. Let's see. Now, if anyone asks me, what do I think of the whole spider life cycle thing? I'm not 100% sure on that, because if I'm being honest, science wasn't my favorite subject in school, so don't ask me about that, because I wouldn't know much about spider biologies. But I do think it is weird though that Peter's powers are so enhanced it also hurts him a little bit. Like how a drop of water was like it's giving him a massive headache. Plus also, I do like the fact that because of Brand New Day, we're finally gonna get the long-awaited rematch between Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Scorpion. Especially after that post-credit scene in Homecoming. Which again, at this point, it's been like, what, 10 fucking years or 11, 12 for that rematch? And of course, we don't know who the hell the Hand is working for.
I don't care who started this. I'm finishing it.
That could be a possibility, but we have to wait and see. Plus, keep in mind though, this was still the first trailer. Maybe the second one will give us a better answer. Maybe. And before you ask, whenever the second trailer comes out, you better bet your asses I'm gonna do another reaction video. Honestly, I'm surprised that reaction video did not get much views. Like, it's got a good couple, but I was expecting more. But I do kind of find it funny that Punisher and Spider-Man are somewhat like rage-baiting each other. I don't think that is Paul. It could be just some random guy that MJ's dating. Or maybe more. Yo, Red Ranger, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. I still think it's cool that Peter's new suit in Brand New Day is an homage to both Toby and Andrew's suits. Like a hybrid between the two of them. But I still feel like this is basically the Spectacular Spider-Man suit now adapted in live action. Like how Andrew's TASM 2 suit is the live action version of 1610 original Ultimate Spider-Man. I will say this though, I think it's weird that in Brand New Day, Ned has glasses, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but throughout the entirety of the Home trilogy, we have never seen Ned with glasses, so why does he have glasses all of a sudden? That son of a bitch. Mr. Cheese, keep in mind what I said earlier. We don't know if Peter 1 is gonna keep the organic web shooters. Like, keep in mind, they might revert his mutation back to the way he was at before. To, like, maybe they're only temporary. Like, he only has them for Brand New Day. But, you could definitely say that Tom's Spider-Man would be the only live-action version to have both organic web shooters and the mechanical. Because with Toby, he'll still be known as the only Spider-Man in live-action movies that has the organic web shooters, while Andrew is known for the mechanical. Plus, I do like how in the trailer they show Nas of comic book covers for Spider-Man, like, especially Amazing Fantasy 15. That looked fucking live action. That looked fucking dope as shit. And of course we have Tarantula and Boomerang, but I think they're just gonna be in the montage of Peter being active for a bit. Like for this 4-year time skip. Like, I don't think they're gonna make reappearance in the movie. If they do, that'd be cool. Read the other comment. Hang on a sec. And Ned would turn evil because the promise he made to Peter is no longer a thing. Hold on, we don't even know that, because keep in mind, they still have the memories of being part of the events of No Way Home. Like, they still know who Spider-Man is, they just forgot who Peter Parker is. Now, actually, I do find it interesting that Ned and MJ are technically living together, and not only that, they're also somehow happen to be Peter's neighbors. That is surprising to me. Because I thought, like, there's no way that they live nearby him, and then somehow there is. And of course, we do see Peter paying a visit to his Aunt May's grave. Actually, imagine Avengers Doomsday, like Doctor Doom brings back Peter's Aunt May, or after Secret Wars, like he gets a second chance to have his family back, like his blood relative family. When she said, I know, I couldn't help but laugh at that too, like her saying friendly neighborhood, or a friendly neighbor. I just laugh at that, but it was more funny when Peter choked on his drink, which I don't think that's alcohol, I think he's drinking water. Let's see. I think it is interesting that Bruce is going to be like Peter's Dr. Connors in the MCU for Brand New Day. I think that's cool. Plus, Bruce would be related to Peter about how this would affect your body, the monster, and whatnot. Yeah. Plus, keep in mind, MJ did say to Peter before the spell mind wiped him out of existence, just saying that I'm gonna figure out who you are again. And to be fair, she does do that in the trailer, like she's trying to figure out the pieces. Now, what do I think of and actually, I don't know if anybody knows this, but if you look closely at MJ's hair, it looks a bit more reddish, but I still don't understand why she is still called Michelle Jones, not Mary Jane Foley. Then again, this is still their interpretation, so it's like, it's fine, but it's just like, why not be that comic book accurate? Damn.
Spider-Man's the prize. Nice. I was wondering if this could get any harder.
How would Marvel even let her remember him again, though? That's a good question. If I had to guess, maybe he actually gives her the letter, but not as himself, but maybe as Spider-Man. Or maybe somehow they just figure it out and just unlocks the memories. But then again, keep in mind, this was the first trailer. We still need to see a second one. And I bet you we won't get a second trailer right away, but we'll probably get it before the movie comes out. Because, correct me if I'm wrong though, we usually get more trailers for movies when we get close to the release date, right? So that would be my best guess.
Coming in with friends.
Oh shit! Plus, actually, I want to point out something. There have been multiple times in the comics where Peter tries to act more, or not acts more, like he puts more to the Spider-Man identity than his Peter Parker identity. I'd say the best example from this is actually before the events of the Clone Saga, actually, like during the 90s of comics, like the comic book storyline where Peter's parents somehow mysteriously come back to life. after he finds out the people who were supposedly his parents were not the real deals, like they were just synthetic robots created by Harry Osborn just to fuck with Peter. But yeah, it was during that time period, before the start of the Clone Saga, where Peter started to put more focus on being Spider-Man than Peter Parker. Like, leave the man behind, be consumed by the spider. The whole web cocoon thing, that actually came from that before the other storyline. But I'm still looking forward to this movie. Who knows, maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day's one time might be longer compared to No Way Home's. Depends on which version.
I'll see you around.
You can be a mysterious stranger less often.
Oh, speaking of Spider-Man No Way Home, one of my PlayStation buddies sent me something on Instagram saying that on the image that Spider-Man No Way Home will finally hit Disney Plus next month on the 15th. Although I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But that means No Way Home will finally be on Disney Plus along with the other two Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. That would mean the only movies that Sony needs to put on there after No Way Home is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and then Venom's Last Dance. I think I want to mention that before, like, I forgot. I wonder how they're going to do the whole Grey Hulk thing. Actually, I know there's a Funko Pop that shows Grey Hulk, but I think we're still gonna get the Savage Green one. Unless, in the MCU's interpretation, Savage Hulk is gray now instead of green.
That's enough fire for today.
We have to wait and see. Yeah, I wish the thing was still active sometimes when you do the takedowns. Although it's kind of weird using a symbiote takedown when you're not even wearing a symbiote suit. Let's see.
I need to make a
But
smoke filter for this suit.
I will think Peter will have a somewhat hard time adjusting to the organic web shooters, especially that he's been used to using the mechanical versions for so long. Actually, you know what Spider-Man Brand New Day should do? Like, okay, this is what I think they should do. If they do something to reference Manspire, they could do it as like a dream sequence. Like, you know the part where Peter passes out in the trailer? They could do that as like a dream sequence. And then when he wakes up, he's now realized he's in a cocoon made out of the, I guess you could say, his organic webbing. And then, maybe after he tries to figure out his new enhanced abilities, that's where he goes see Bruce about what's going on with him. But who knows, maybe in the second trailer, they might show us what Tombstone might look like. Or if not, wait until the movie. But also, if there was a reference to Spider-Man the Other besides the red eye things, you think we would see Peter pop out the, stinger-looking things that comes out of his wrist, like Wolverine's bone claws? Or, not bone claws, or his claws in general. But, like I said before, I am very much excited to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, when I see it probably day one, I as much as I would like to, I think that place will be packed. I might want to see it after it dials down a bit, while it'll still probably be playing in theaters for a good while. But I'm definitely gonna get the movie when it comes out physically and digitally. And put it in the Ultimate Spider-Man playlist of all my favorite movies and TV shows. I just find it funny that people see that and they think automatically it's Man-Spider, not the other time that his powers got enhanced. I can understand why they think of Man-Spider first, because that was a surprising thing that came from the 90s cartoon, and then we get that from the comics sometimes, and then not only that, Man-Spider made more appearances in other Spider-Man cartoon shows, like Spider-Man Unlimited, the not-so-great Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon show, technically 2017, but that was more with everybody in New York because of the Spider Island event. Even Gwen got turned into a Man-Spider creature.
Those people can't fight off symbiotes on their own. That's right. Focus on the big, loud Spider-Man.
Hey, actually, imagine Spider-Man Brand New Day surprised us by playing Black Cat in there.
That's all of them. I'm so tired.
Especially that we were supposed to get a live action Black Cat and technically in TASM's universe, but sadly we never got TASM free. But hey, who knows? Maybe in the two-part Avenger films, Tom will mention to Toby's Peter saying, "Hey, there was that one point where I did shoot organic webbing like you." And then Andrew will be like jealous, like, "Are you kidding me? Wait, if you had it, why don't you?" Oh, because I got rid of that ability because I was afraid I was gonna turn into like a giant mutant spider or something. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, quick question for those who do know. When Peter came out of the cocoon out of the Spider-Man other storyline comic book saga, did Peter's physical strength got more enhanced? Like, did he have to think more carefully how to throw a punch now? Or did he still have somewhat control of his newfound strength? For those who have read the comics. See, Spider Island thing you're talking about. Who would play Felicia, though? That's a good question. Probably someone who is either close to the age to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, or maybe older. Actually, it'd be funny if they did a reference to the original Ultimate Spider-Man comic book where Felicia is older than Peter. That'd be funny. Oh, how about a twist, though? Hello, maybe Maria? Wait, why is there a shield fan on your username? Oh, wait. Mayhem. Sorry, dude. I'm a MOD. MOD. Okay. Trying to think, what is that?
Thanks. You want to get some coffee?
No.
Let's see here. Damn. Let's see. Right. I will say though, the web swing and Tom Holland's Brand New Day in the first trailer look pretty fucking cool. I can't wait to see how more of it is in the movie. Actually, a lot of people think Peter's mutation is caused by maybe getting stung by a scorpion. Oh! Okay, sorry dude. When some old subscribers haven't been on for a while, it kind of makes me forget. Sydney Sink? People think she is Jean Grey. Well, then again, we haven't seen her in the trailer yet. Hey, they might give us that answer maybe in the second one. Actually, I wonder though, is there a strength difference between when Spider-Man's in the other mode or, maybe as, because I know as Man Spider, Peter in that form is acting more on animal instinct because his mind is degraded a little bit. Yeah, I've been away for a while. Let's see. Yeah, dude, I'm a bit hesitant on that too, but dude, keep in mind, it might not be permanent. He might go back to his mechanical web shooters, because keep in mind, Bruce is going to help him with this mutation. But hey, hello, Mike. Jesus Christ, a lot of people are coming out today. Let's see. Actually, if you guys could give me a sec, I'm gonna Google the Brand New Day cast. So give me a sec here. Spider-Man. Let's see, cast. Let's see. Give me all. Let's see. Son of a bitch! George, you were right. J.K. Simmons is coming back as J. Jonah Jameson. Oh, we also got Betty Brant. We also got that deli guy from the Home Trilogy movies. Let's see here. Oh yeah, fucking facts. But George, you fucking called it. We are getting Doctor Strange. That is so weird. Okay, this is something I gotta tell my buddies about. Thank you for telling me. That is so weird. Why would Doctor Strange? Oh, wait. Wait. What if Doctor Strange also comes in to help Spider-Man with his mutation problem? Like, this could still be more to magic than science, because of the other shit. Yeah, I guess there were some mentor moments in No Way Home with Doctor Strange.
Hunters on the roof. Are they prepping an ambush? You're wishing that cloaking tech hadn't failed right about now.
Ah! Fuck off!
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Ah! Oh, by the way, guys, I got some good news. If you guys have been following me, also doing like comic book reviews and manga stuff, I do have a video ready to post for another one-shot Spider-Man manga series called Spider-Man Shadow Warrior. And this Spider-Man story is interesting, plus it also doesn't just have Peter, it has Miles and Gwen in it. But as for the comics, after I'm done with the manga, I might do, I'll just head straight to, oh, I read that. Oh, you have, Mayhem? Good. I got it at my book fair, actually. Wow! Good for you. I bought mine digitally. But good news is, the Google Play Store book app finally has a pre-order for the final volume of Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man. And the best part, it comes out the exact same month as Brand New Day. Not the exact same day, but month. It comes out before the movie does. On January 22nd. And I'll make sure I get it so that way I can at least do a full new Ultimate Spider-Man rundown review of that series. Also, I plan on getting the new Spider-Man Noir series that came out in 2025 that gives us Gwen Stacy in that universe. That's up for pre-order. Actually, quick question for you guys. Would you be interested if I did a review on Spider-Man 94 comic book series? Because that's also going to be available for pre-order as well.
Nice to know even hunters have trouble with their tools.
Yeah, I would definitely say a flashback, like a fucking montage of what Peter's been doing for 4 years. Until up to Brand New Day. Okay, I appreciate your honesty, and I understand 94 is not meant for everybody. Then again, let's be honest, the 90s show definitely deserves a continuation as X-Men 97 did, but the comics at least the best we have so far that gives us somewhat answers, so it's better than nothing if you think about it. I just hope when I do a review on it, not a lot of people say something mean about it. Like, well, more like, why are you reviewing this? Like, because you know how people are on the internet these days. Like, there's internet trolls, and then there's just creeps. Like, I may be an adult, but I just would like to, just be cautious, that's all. I do think Spectacular deserves to be continued more. Amen to that, dude. Fucking facts. Yeah, like, especially that show ended on only 2 seasons. It was supposed to have the same amount of episodes as the 90s cartoon. Even having a fucking movie trilogy of Peter in college. And then it would end with him and MJ getting together. Luckily, we have Spider-Man fans who continue the story by fan-made comics and also from fan-made continuations of the show. If you want to watch a fan-made continuation of MTV Spider-Man with Season 2 and Spectacular Spider-Man, check out Lewis Fiction YouTube channel.
Hey, Ugly!
Oh!
How about picking on me?
Come here, you big bastard! Let's see. Yeah, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is decent so far. Can't wait for season 2 when it comes out this year. Oh shit, that was close.
Oh, you guys just snuck right up, huh? That's super cool.
I will say though, it is surprising that they do have his voice actor in the show, but being the voice behind Peter's dad. I thought it'd be more interesting if he voiced Peter in the show, because he still has that young Peter Parker voice. Then again, Josh Keaton is voicing Spider-Man in Cosmic Invasion, and also in that new Marvel Tokon fighting game, which is fucking awesome! Give me that fucking shield.
Oh, you guys just snuck right up, huh? That's super cool.
Ah! Why don't these fuckers quit?
Just hang on a little bit longer.
Actually, imagine they add more alternative costumes in that Tokon fighting game. Because we know Spider-Man in there is getting the advanced suit design from Marvel Spider-Man 2. Imagine that they put in Yo Dylan, you should read Spider-Man The Lost Hunt. It's a really underrated story. Lost Hunt. Wait, is that actual thing, or do you mean Last Hunt for Kraven? Because I don't think I've ever heard of Lost Hunt. Oh, I do plan on getting Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood. I know, like, they put the Brand New Day suit as another movie suit for Tom Holland's Spider-Man skin. Let's see. But I also plan on getting the 2019 Spider-Man Noir mini-series. Hey, actually, I don't know if you guys have known this. When they do a new Spider-Man comic book series, like either as a mini-series or it is popular enough to span to more than just a couple of issues, do you guys think it's weird that it's only like either up to 5 or 4 or up to 6 issues? Like, let me use this for an example. If you guys are familiar with the Old Man Spider-Man comic book series called Spider-Man Reign, the first book has 4 issues, a 4-issue miniseries, but when it got a sequel, it went up to 5 issues. Then let's take a look at the Insomniac Spider-Man video game comic books that are tied into the first game. City at War, 6 issues. Velocity, 5 issues. The Black Cat Strikes, again, 5 issues. And then Spider-Man Noir's miniseries every time. The first 2, 4. 2019, 5 issues. 2025 miniseries, 5 issues. Spider-Man 94, 5 issues. And I guess we should count New Ultimate Spider-Man having 24. That's technically like a mini-series in a way if you think about it. Actually, it's kind of funny that I would have the complete New Ultimate Spider-Man comic book series both physically and digitally. And don't worry, I still plan on doing a review on the original OG Ultimate Spider-Man. I just need to get the rest of the volumes. Oh! I'll keep my eye out for it, Mayhem. I can't promise I might get it right away, but I'll try to keep an eye out for it, alright? Let's see. I still need to get the Marvel Zombie comic book black suit and, or not black suit, black and white and blood. That's what I meant to say. There. Let's see. Then I gotta get some Spider-Man 2099 comics. So still gotta be a while, but I gotta also get some stuff for PlayStation and Xbox. Let's see. And I still plan on getting the comic book event where the Spider-Verse has to fight the Venomverse one. Well, especially I have to get that because it's another thing related to Venomverse, but alongside with the Spider-Verse stuff. Damn. Yeah, I could probably see you laughing your ass off, but hey, maybe she won't stay with him for that long in the movie like how it happened in the comics. Heyo! You know what the movie should do? Frank goes up to Paul and then beat his ass. Like, not kill him, but just beat him.
While the iron was hot!
They want to freeze us! You have to stop them!
Great!
Dear God, you hope so. You can only pray.
Symbiote's dropping in.
Ah! Excuse me. Get over here! Hey, actually, imagine Tom Holland Spider-Man keeps making movie references in his new trilogy. Because I would find that even more funny, like he still does that. Also, we do know that Peter does go to ESU because of him wearing that hoodie when he is seeing Dr. Bruce Banner, so... And of course, might as well talk about, if you guys seen She-Hulk, he has that wrist device thing. Which, actually, I'm surprised he still has that. I thought he and Hulk had come to more of an understanding. Oh. But actually, now that I think about it, if Peter did sell some of his Stark Tech stuff to get some money, it'd probably be worth a lot, especially that it was made from Tony's technology. Especially if it's from the black market, if you think about it.
I've never hunted something like them.
Maybe the last. Enjoy it!
Holy shit, that was a lot of enemies. I hope so too. Like, I hope there's more than just one fight scene. Or hell, it's a long one. Look what I did to the ground when I pushed him down. This man might be in a fucking coma.
Probably too much to ask for these hunters to stop hunting stuff.
Then again, he's a bad guy, so fuck him. Yeah. Wait, actually, you know what? There's still one thing I don't understand though. Why does Peter have his web shooters like outside of the costume? Unless that's another tribute thing from Andrew, but I think that's kind of dumb. You have your web shooters out to the open because if those get busted, you're kind of a little bit screwed. Then again, unless you do know martial arts. Let's see. Let's see. Hunter's Chase. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Plus, as for the guy who's talking about the whole spider's life cycle thing, people thinking that could be the Jackal Miles Warren, because fun fact, quick question: does anybody remember Peter's school teacher from Homecoming, the African American lady? Peter's in the big leagues now. Okay, so that African American teacher, when Peter was still waiting for the day to be over, apparently that's supposed to be Miles Warren's sister, which is funny because in the comics, Peter's teacher is Warren, but it's not Miles Warren. Miles isn't Peter's teacher until college, but in Peter's high school, it's his little brother, which we do know from Spectacular Spider-Man. So, I think they did a character gender swap on one of the characters again. We just didn't know this. I hope I did my best to break down the Brand New Day trailer. If you guys want a better explanation, look up the YouTuber known as Ultimate Spider-Man. Is Peter still an Avenger though, or no? Technically Spider-Man is, but no one will remember Peter Parker's face unless those who were in space when the spell was cast. Because, keep in mind though, Doctor Strange's spell only affected those who were on Earth, not in space. And let's remember, the real Nick Fury wasn't even in fucking on Earth. He was in fucking space. So, I'm assuming the Guardians, Nick Fury, I don't know. We have to wait and see. Keep in mind, dude, this is still the first trailer. Plus, maybe the Hulk still remembers Peter and Spider-Man are the same person, but not Bruce. Thor, probably. Because he was with the Guardians after Endgame, if you saw Thor, Love and Thunder. Hulk, yes. Then again, if he says it, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yes. Because it's only future him that's in the present timeline that's living on the fucking moon. So keep that in mind. Fucking fly. If you hear me say a fly, I'm trying to kill a fly in my room right now. Let's see here. Captain Marvel. I don't know about Carol. Maybe. Well, yeah, but dude, keep in mind, in Endgame, she did meet Peter when he was trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet away from Thanos. And she just said, "Hey there, Peter Parker. You got something for me?" Yeah, that scene. Actually, this is what I want Spider-Man Brand New Day to do also. Like, besides the Man Spider and the dream sequence, maybe give us more information about the spider that bit Peter. Like, where the fuck did he get the powers from and stuff like that? Because that's still a question they need to answer in the MCU.
There! That person's in trouble! Clear out! I've got this!
Yes! I don't understand what's them having a problem to mention Peter's Uncle Ben. Like, that was a whole thing in the MCU trilogy, for the home trilogy. Let's see. Fall, you big bastard!
These symbiotes are tough.
Wait, a white symbiote covering a African American. Ain't that some racist shit? What's that? Let's see. Huh. The only thing close to mentioning Uncle Ben, besides the whole great responsibility speech, was also that Peter's suitcase that he brought with him when he was starting packing for his trip in Far From Home. It had the initials for Ben Parker. Because if you watch Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, they are not afraid to mention Uncle Ben.
What are those cultists thinking? Well, look who's in the neighborhood! Oh, you're done now!
Let the bodies at the floor. Let the bodies at the...
Man, I thought I was gonna get that last hit in. Ah, hubris. Beats us
Let's see. Now, as for the, Alright, you gotta go. Alright. Mayhem, catch you later. Let's see. I say this is a good stopping point. So hopefully you guys like what I talk about for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like I said, if you want a better explanation, check out the YouTuber who goes by Ultimate Spider-Man. and I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Catch you all on the flip side. I don't know that either. Let's hope not, but I doubt he's gonna get another trilogy after the next two Avenger films. But, yeah. An hour talking video. Not too bad.